Yes, the legend of Su Xiufu, story of the deceased. Gao Gao's RJ Original 2.0 was released, and it definitely hasn't lasted a week. He immediately withdrew the old tax funds. So reserved. Restraint is a problem on the crown of the head. Everyone, hi, I'm Old Mahjong. It's a model that everyone watches together is from Gao Gao. The RG Yuan 2.0 with the anti-mod makes phone locking simpler. The panels of this model perform better than the previous one. Just this mold cables are slightly inferior. My Dragon Daddy is 32 now, so it's fine. By the end of the year, everyone was working hard. If Sony were to release this model together, following Professor Li Wenya's leg reversal theory of Einstein, Li Wenya's first relativity technique, you will get a relatively complete internal stock price. The stock price movement of the variety is relatively smooth. There's nothing that requires a strong grip or hand strength. It also looks pretty smooth. In a secondary energy state, the tightness of the thigh front and back is not very satisfactory. If you want to change, can be based on the Huangdi Neijing. The recorded shadow of 10 meters and 100 days is not white. In fact, it comes from Li Shizhen's Benkei Gang tomb. In 11, the black beast mentioned is 10 meters long. If it lasts 100 days, it is not white. Putting on the outer armor can completely solve the problem of stock price feeding. Then another problem arises. If a model's outer armor were covered in a beading, it would look like it was a beading. Let's prove this issue from another perspective. After the insertion of the Yongle Encyclopedia, if explained using current science in the context, it can be summed up in 2 words, combining the Mao Gai historical law that is the foremost event in the internet and hanging in the sky. Just press the backpack onto your back, and you won't see the so-called teaching reduction anymore. The mystical Ghost Axe Sankey-like facial features were used in various inappropriate places. Now, the techniques and tricks on Mystique. It recreates the thin blockade of the RX-78-2 during the One-Year War. Gao Gao Principle 2.0 performed exceptionally well in strength tests. It is the only one among many KL factory models. During the strength test, several episodes of the main body will be tossed around. In other words, this device has a driving parameter function. At the same time, after throwing it out, let me introduce the core gameplay of this core fighter jet. Then we take out the nose of the plane and hand it to the middle. Pull out the entire nose, pull it out. Awesome! I can tell the hidden version's left and right ends are off, waiting for the style. I'm so lucky. This review shocked me by passing the fall test without any rest. The unity of this model is quite good. That's not enough. Pear blossoms drift down before your bed, and I am finally in the Ghost Plains. Who downplays longing, leaving enough time to travel through for you. I won't be defeated by the eaves of Jiang Qingfang, waiting for you to ride the scattered path past me. Whose family's cooking smoke is on the firm needle, preparing for us the full moon of that year. A pair of mandarin ducks suck in the rain, and the surface of the water is like a sweetness tinged with longing amid bitterness. The beam rifle is highly innovative. A spread fire mode has been added to the yellow scope. The angle and force of the spread shot are very sufficient. You could shoot at the foolish elephant. So after reading the above introduction, do you think this one is still the right choice? You will definitely choose this 2G Yuanzu 2.0. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.